Hello friends, it's late at night here, nice and quiet, so I figured this would be a good time to talk to you. I hope you've enjoyed reading the scriptures as much as I have writing them. Recently I did a survey, and I just wanted to get an idea if anyone was interested in seeing any additional content on this site. So I have some notes here, so I'm going to have to refer to those, but let me read the options you had for the survey. There were 4 options there. The first, what would you like to see? Would you like to see more information regarding writing tips and techniques? Number 2, tools. That would include the pens that I use, the inks, things of that sort. Number 3, scripture commentary. And finally, artwork. So I appreciate everybody that answered this survey. And after giving it some real serious thought, I've decided that I would rather keep this channel strictly regarding writing scripture. So that's what I intend to do. But since some of you folks were kind enough to fill out the survey, I'm going to do a little behind the scenes just for you. Okay, so let's talk about the writing tips and techniques. And I've been writing with fountain pens for many years, and it was only a few years ago that I really worked on improving my handwriting. And one of the ways I did that is I found something that I really enjoyed writing about, or writing, and that is, of course, the Bible. Chapter 1, verse 1. And as you look at my writing style here, it's not nearly as neat as what I'm doing now. But this is when I really began to focus on my writing, because I was writing something that was so important. How can I be sloppy concerning that? So as I flip through the book, I don't know if you'll notice, but I have, my writing begins to improve as I go further into the book of John. And that's one of the things that gave me the idea to dedicate a channel to writing scripture. So that's something, that's an idea for you if you want to improve your writing style. Of course, writing scripture is a great way to do it. But if you have a book or something like that you really enjoy, just start copying that out and work on improving your handwriting. Go online, look, do a search on YouTube for calligraphy, for copperplate, for Spencerian, and things like that. And as you begin to look at some of the things, some of the styles of other people, you'll be inspired to really work on your own writing skills as well. So that's just a couple of ideas for you there. Let's move on now. The next thing that folks were interested in, number 2, is artwork. Now, I'm an artist. And you may notice right after the scripture, I typically show one of my paintings. Well, I'm what is called a plein air painter. That's P-L-E-I-N, plein air. There's a French term called writing well, they say on, but in plein air, E-N-P-L-E-I-N-A-I-R. And I just enjoy painting outdoors. And so I'm going to show you a couple of little pieces that I've done, and these are the ones that show up in my videos. Now, they're not necessarily connected with the text. If I can find a painting that I've done that is related to it, then I will include that. But often they're just things that I've done in the past, and I have included those in the video. As I record this, it's coming up close to New Year's Day. And one of the things I've done over the years is I go on the Colorado Boulevard, which is a route of the parade that the parade takes. And the days leading up to that, I just love to go out on the street and paint people and paint events as they get things set up. The day before the parade, you'll often see a lot of custom cars driving down the street. So this painting right here is one that I did. And I'm glad I caught that 57 Chevy. I used to own one myself. So that's one of the paintings on Colorado Boulevard the day before the parade. And this is kind of a parade of lowriders. I also like to talk to people as I go out and paint, and it gives me an opportunity to share Christ with them. And God has opened up many doors to just talk to people about the Lord, and people often respond. You know, you would think that a lot of people would be turned off by it, but when you're just one-on-one and they don't have anyone else they have to impress, they're often quite willing to talk to talk to you about the things of God. This is one situation here. Now, of course, the bird didn't seem that interested in the Lord, or maybe he was and he just didn't respond. But this young lady I had a chance to share with and just talk to her. You know, she talked about her macaw. I think his name was Eduardo, if I remember right. And as you can see in the background, people are starting to set up they're starting to claim their space on the parade route for the upcoming parade. So I could go on and on about that, but what else? Well, let me talk to you a little bit about the pens that I use. Now, I'm not what a lot of people would consider a collector. I've heard of people that have like 300-400 fountain pens, and I have a small collection myself, but these are some of the ones that you will typically see in the videos. This one primarily is the main pen that I use. It is a Magna Carta 600, and one of the interesting things about this, let's see if I can get this nib in focus here. This is a gold nib, 14 karat gold nib, and one of the advantages of having a gold nib is that they are very flexible, so I can get some nice line variation with that. Another pen that often shows up in the videos is a Kaweco, and it's a brass pen, and fine tip on that. But this is really a nice little pen for catching detail. Did I lose focus there? Yeah, there you go. So that's the Kaweco. Another pen that shows up occasionally, not that often, but occasionally I'll bring out my Twisby Iris. Let's see if I can get that focused on that nib there. That's a beautiful nib. It's a broad, and this is a piston filler. Here's a pen that I don't use in videos a lot, but I use this for my personal writing quite a bit. And this is the Waterman Careen, and it has a beautiful inlaid nib, 14 karat inlaid nib. Just a beautiful writer. Okay, so this is not the very first fountain pen I got. Nice fountain pen I got. Actually, I think it was the second one. This is what I call my Grail pen. And the reason for that, it was a gift from my wife and my daughters on one of my birthdays. And this is a Visconti Van Gogh. Let's see if I can get that in focus there. Again, this is a beautiful nib. Now, unfortunately, this cap does not go on well, and I picked it up by the cap, which you should never do with a fountain pen, because what happened, it fell on the floor and bent the nib, and I had to take it. I was in New York, and I took it to the fountain pen hospital, and they made an adjustment. What else? Finally, commentary. I was curious if anyone was interested in me doing a little commentary on the scripture. And actually, I am really glad that that didn't get a lot of votes, because, of course, I love to talk about the Bible, but I believe that it's important for a person to get into the Bible, read the Word, and God will start to talk to you Himself. And this is one of the things that I'm hoping people will do as they read the scriptures as I put them online. Read them, take some time, think about it, meditate on the Word, and listen, see if God's saying anything to you. So that's basically what I'm doing, and I really appreciate everybody that comes along and supports what I'm doing. And one thing concerning support, I've had people comment, they like my ministry, and I really appreciate those comments. I don't consider myself in ministry. It's just I love what I do, so I do it. And I don't ask for donations. Nothing wrong with it. If people do that, that's fine. But the way that I support what I'm doing is through my artwork. I'm an artist, I mentioned that. And so if you're interested in giving that support, instead of sending an offering, go to my website, kennyarts.com, and check out some of my artwork. And if there's anything you're interested in, that'll help out. So, finally, again, I want to say thank you. I am involved in other things, so if you want to find out more about that, I'm developing another YouTube channel now, and you'll hear more about that. But if you go to my other website, just kenny.com, K-E-N-I, simple, just 4 letters, KENI.com, you'll be able to follow some of the other things that I'm interested in and some of the other activities I have. But I'm going to continue writing the scriptures. And if you see other things that I'm doing and you're not interested in that, no problem. But please, don't get out of the Word. Get the Word in you. And of course, if it helps you, and it may help someone else. So if you want to tell other people about this channel, I'd love that. So anyway, God's best to you. I just appreciate everyone that's come along and made comments and told me how this has helped them. So I look forward to writing more and getting in touch with you that way. All right. Well, that's all for now. So have a great day or evening, and hope to talk to you soon. All right. Goodbye.